Yesterday at 3:30, my friend Niev texted me, asked if I was making good progress. I said I haven't left the Prima Marina yet. Every time I try and leave, there's somebody's bought me a Coors Light. She said, you gotta learn to say no or resign yourself to a life on the Ohio River. I said I prefer the latter to the former, and weren't you telling me about the virtues of saying yes? She said, you know, that's an excellent point. And now I feel like with debating skills like that, I ought to run for Congress. Jody is the bartender up at the Prima Marina. Oh, first of all, I gotta thank the proprietor there for his hospitality, letting me stay. So Jody's, she's got a lot of personality. She's 67. Her dad used to work on the ferry before the bridge was across the little bend at Moundsville. Steepest bend on the river. The barges, you know, they're limited in their length based on getting through the locks, but they're also limited by that particular bend at Moundsville, which is very steep. They gotta sort of kick and turn around that bend. Anyway, Jody, she's got a couple grandchildren. She had a slip and slide, she told me, but she wasn't sure where it was, so she ordered a new one. She showed me a picture of this slip and slide. It looks more like an amusement park that's inflatable. It's got structures in it, slides. Cost $550, but she hit the button to purchase it too many times, so she got 3 of these slip and slides delivered to her house, and then she found the old one. So now she's got 4 slip and slides. She's got 3 uninflated ones on her front porch that are too heavy to move. Anyway, I got to thank Jody because she got everybody at the bar sort of talking about the boat. Different people coming in throughout the day. One guy had huge arms. I said, if somebody buys me another beer, you got to punch me in the head. I got to leave. Told me to go down to Riverside bar and restaurant, which I did. Took me about an hour. It's on the other side of Powatan Point. That Powhatan, everybody's favorite character from Pocahontas. And yeah, that was a great time too. Some of the same folks that were up at Prima Marina came down, met some new folks. They got a pool table, they got dartboards, they got that ring thing that I can never get it on, the hook. Thanks Derek, the owner, I met him for letting me stay here at this dock, offering to drive me to the gas station, but it was too late for that. I got a full tank of gas, and I'll fill up my jerry can later. Derek also makes these light pole things for boats that are like LED, different colors, so that's kind of cool. Today, and I'm at a very industrial part right now. Just looking out across the river, I'm looking at a tug pulling up to about 16 barges that are full of coal that come out of a conveyor belt. Down maybe 1 o'clock, there's 12, 9, 10 more barges with coal, with another tugboat pulling up to them. And it's the same thing. Everywhere I look down here, there's like a batch of 10 to 15 barges with tugs coming up. So very rural sort of part of this neck of the woods, or bend of the river, I guess. Up around the river bend, that's another Pocahontas reference. Today I gotta go down, I'm gonna go through Hannibal Lock. And if my memory serves me, which is debatable, when I come out of Hannibal Lock, there's going to be like a beachy sort of park clearing with a Mexican restaurant up on a hill. And I have to go there because in 2018, when I was with Sam, man, we waited like 2 hours to go through that lock because they had to load up a barge that was coming up the river. And then they turned on the green light, but they didn't say to come through, and we didn't know, so we waited. And finally, after dark, we got out of that lock, and that Mexican restaurant was up there, and that was like the only place that we stopped that was like any sort of a riverfront marina thing on my 2018 trip with 45 days being on the water. So I got to go there and see if the place is still standing, and maybe I'll have a taco. Other than that, I'm going to stop in New Martinsville today because the owner of Mugshots Coffee told me it's a nice little place to check out. And then everybody loves Marietta, and they say it's real cute. And I know there's a statue there about going west, so I wanted to see that. And there's a bunch of museums and things. So I'll probably spend a day at least in Marietta. Anyway, I think today is Friday, and I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Thanks. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Callie, my friend Callie, she said, you got to tattoo that across your head. You got to say that. Like, subscribe, and comment. Helps my algorithms. And I said, don't you think a great name for a band would be Al and the Gorithms? So I'll leave you with that thing to think about. Thanks.